Hi girls, good morning. How are you? I miss you so much. How is the holiday? Is it fine? Okay, we're gonna start with the vocabulary book again. This is for the final after the midterm. Open at page 155. Our lesson today is about analogies. What is the meaning of analogy? The word analogy. It's a comparison between two pairs of words. If we want to compare any two words, we use the word analogy. Okay, so it's two words and we put two dots between the two words to mean something. Why we put two dots between the two words? These two dots stands for is related to. So one word is related to another. Okay? Let's start with the kinds of analogies. Let's start with number one. It is a synonym. What's the meaning of synonym? It means the similar meaning. Two words has the same meaning. Like for example, find and locate. Find and locate. So if you find something, it means that you locate this thing. Okay? This is the first kind of the analogy. Okay? Do you understand? This is difficult because I don't hear your voice, your questions, but no problem. Text me, I will answer every question. Number two, antonym, and we take this before. It means the opposite meaning. What is the opposite of find, lose? What is the opposite of any word? The opposite of any word, we call it antonym. Okay? So antonym gives the opposite meaning of something, like find and lose. What is the opposite of, for example, long, short, fat, and thin? All of these give the antonym analogy. Okay, now number three, a cause and effect. It means that something can cause something else. For example, if I gave you a gift, okay, so it would be what? It caused for you joy, okay? So something can cause something else for you, like gift, joy. Also, if it rains, this will cause a flood. Okay, this will cause a flood. This is the relationship between these two words, gift and joy, rain and flood. So again, number one, synonym, it means similar meaning, and antonym, the opposite meaning, and cause and effect, something causing something else. For example, if I say, for example, sickness and medicine, okay? So something can cause something else. Maybe is it right? It is right here to say this, or something else like rain and flood, gift and joy. Okay. I will take from you another examples. You will write for me as a homework some examples about these kinds. Okay. Number four, part and whole. Part and whole. This is it means that something is a part of something else. So something is a part of something else. Like for example, what the meaning of chapter? Chapter means that it is a part of something else, which is the book. So chapter is a part of book. This is the part and whole. I will not give you any more examples because this is your homework to give me more examples. Okay, number five, classification. Classification. Something is classified as something else. For example, frog. Frog. It is, what is the classification of a frog? Okay, what is the classification or the class of frog? It means amphibian. Okay, and also students. If I say, for example, student, if I want to class the students, so I can say, for example, student and can I say students and classification of students? This is a degree in education. So students, okay, you can tell me is it right or wrong. Maybe I choose a wrong example. So tell me in your comments. Okay, characteristic equality, one equality of something, for example, fish and slippery. Okay, so one quality of the fish is that all the fish are slippery, and puppies also, one quality of the puppies is furry. It's furry. Okay, this is characteristic equality. Number 7, degree, whimper and cry. So whimper is a little of cry. Okay, it is a degree of a cry. Like also chuckle and laugh, it is also a degree of laugh. So these two words are has an analogy relationship between them, which is degree. Okay. Number eight, the relationship of number 8, pen and write. What is the function of pen? It's write. And what is the function of knife? Is to cut. So something has a relationship with something else with its function. Okay, it's a function. So what is the function of something? Is to do something else. This is the eighth. Okay, kind number 8. Number 9, performer and action. So it means who does the action. Chef, what is the action of the chef? What is the job of the chef? Is to cook. What is the action or the job of the author? Is to write stories. Okay, so chef and author are performers because they do something, they do the action. Okay, so these words has the relationship between them or analogy, which we call it performer and action. Okay, so these are 9 kinds. This is the kind number 10, performer and object. What is the meaning of performer? We said that performer who does the action, and an object with what? Which object he uses to perform the action. So someone work with something else, like for example cashier, he uses or work with cash. Okay, he uses and work with cash. Also plumber, this man also works with pipe. Okay, he works all the time with the pipes. So these four words have a relationship between them, which is performer and object. Number 11, action and object. Boil and egg. Throw and bowl. You can ask yourself, what do you boil? Okay, what do you boil? It means what do you boil? What do you use? What is the object you are boiling? It is an egg. What do you throw? What is the object you are throwing? It is a bowl. Okay, so this is the relationship action and object. It means you are doing something to something else. You are doing, for example, boil and egg and throw and bowl, and I will give you more examples after your homework. Okay, now the last analogy is the location. Ask yourself where you can find this. For example, the fish, where can you find the sea? Where can you find the fish? In the sea. And where can you find the deer? You can find that in the forest. So these words has a relationship between them. Location is the analogy which connects these two words or 4 words. Okay, so this is your lesson, page 155. and here. These are the 12 kinds: synonym, antonym, cause and effect, part and whole, classification, characteristic, quality, degree, function, performer and action, performer and object, action and object, and finally the location. Here also on page 157, you can they gave you some examples like write and pen. What is the write and pen? This is function. Okay, write and pen, this is function. Toe and foot, this is also part and whole, because toe is a part of foot. Toss and salad, action and object, action and object. Toss and salad. Okay, but it doesn't match. Okay, we will explain this later because you can't you can't understand these before you studying all the kinds of analogies. Okay, we will stop at 156 and tomorrow we'll continue the lesson. Okay, girls, your homework is page 158. 158. That's 158. Make the analogies. Okay, write the analogies, and they write the abbreviation for all the kinds. Like synonym, they write for it only the first letter S and F and D. A for antonym, L for location, C for classification, PW for part and whole, CE for cause and effect, CQ characteristic, quality, performer and action, PO performer and object, AO action and object. So here, for example, alien and foreign, what is the relationship between these two words? Don't choose the same, A or B or C. No, write for me the relationship between this and this word and this word, between this word and this word. Okay, between everyone, write for me the relationship between these words. Okay, this is your homework. Tomorrow we will answer this page. Okay, goodbye, girls, and wish you a happy day. But study.